And in business, following an outstanding debt of 5 trillion naira owed the Asset Management Corporation of Nigeria, the federal government has raised a task force to recover such debt. This was made known by the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo's office on Tuesday. The Vice President stated this during a meeting with the board of AMCON and some heads of federal government ministries and agencies at the State House in Abuja on Monday night. The agencies tasked with the assignment include the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit, the Independent Corruption Practices Commission, and the Ministries of Justice and Transportation. AMCON's chairman, Mr. Moise Banire SAN, had earlier stated that about 67% of those owing the 5 trillion naira were just 20 individuals and entities. Meanwhile, a public affairs analyst, Bolaon Olajide, earlier in our Off the Press program, talked about this as a step in the right direction. Let's take a look at this.
5 trillion. Of this 5 trillion, about 3.35 trillion were owed or are owed by 20 Nigerians, owing 67% of this debt. And some of them are still working all over the place. We're glorifying them. Some of them are senators. I think a couple of them are governor or ex-governor. So these are still people that should not be role models anyway. But here we are glorifying them. I think it is a step in the right direction. You and I, it is our money that the government has used to buy up all these debts. It is fair on us that we should at least make an attempt to collect some of this money. 5 trillion, if we have 5 trillion today, there's a lot we can do. Our entire revenue for 2019 is 6.97 trillion. For FGM budget, the entire revenue. So you can imagine what we can do with 5 trillion naira. And 20 people are owing 67% of it. Step in the right direction.
Off the Press is a 30-minute newspaper review program scheduled for 8:30 a.m. every weekday. And ahead of the global stock market, ahead of the U.S. Federal Reserve's meeting and the dollar holding its grip while the U.S. pound plummets, trade wars fears has continued to rally on global stocks, as seen on Wednesday amid rising fears of no-deal Brexit. The reinvigorated trade tensions have come ahead of the U.S. Federal Reserve meeting, which is expected to see interest rates reduced by 25 basis points in its first rate cut in more than a decade. More importantly, is on whether it will ease up the world's largest economy in the face of tightening global growth and the fallout from trade conflicts. London's FTSE fell 0.3%, while Frankfurt's stock GDAXI gained 0.2%. And in Asia, shares ex-Japan fell to a 6-week low, with China mainland stocks down nearly 1% and Hong Kong tumbling 1.3%. On Tuesday, major Wall Street stock averages ended slightly lower, with the S&P 500 losing 0.26%. After the closing bell in the United States, Apple shares rose by 4.2%. And that's all on business news. I am Irene Bani. Still ahead on Plus TV Africa News is our roundup on entertainment and sports. We'll be back in a moment.